Hello, everyone. This is Darla Tweeten with Tweet Be Happy. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Iowa, and I've been doing this for about 7.5 years. And like I told you last week, I am going to start doing these lives every week because I want to basically grow my business. I want to share my passion with you, and I want you to know as much about paper crafting as you possibly want to know. So tonight our live is going to be a little different. It's not, if we have enough time at the end, I will put a card together, but mainly what I'm wanting to visit with you about tonight is a great opportunity that can be yours if it fits, if the time is right, if you want to, if you want to take the opportunity, it can be yours. So this is, like I said, it's a different live tonight than we normally have, and I'm trying to watch my comments over here. Let me make sure that I have the comments where I can see them over here on my notebook. Okay, I think we're ready to go. So what I wanted to tell you about, what I want to share with you is the excitement that I have about Stampin' Up. Now, starting October 1st, we have a fantastic special. And I've only been doing this for 7.5 years, but those that have been in there, 20, 30, 35 years, they say they've never seen a deal quite like this one or as good as this one. So so this special is going to be going on the month of October, and we need you, we want you. And Stampin' Up announced the best starter kit ever. You do have two choices. You get to customize your kit with whatever products you choose. And if you take one of these two options, the first option being you could become a demonstrator for $35. Yes, that's what the starter kit is going to be, only $35. Normally it's $99. With that, you will get to choose $125 worth of product. Now, it's totally up to you what you do select for the product. But I do want you to know that I am here if you have questions or if you need assistance, some suggestions. I have a list of products that I would suggest for you, and then we can go from there. Now, the second option is the normal price of $99. Now, there's no shipping on this either way, and you pick out $189 in product. Now, if you join in October, you will be active through the end of March. There's been some amazing changes lately with Stampin' Up. I'm kind of reading my notes here because I don't want to miss anything, and you can darn well bet that I'm going to miss something. And if I do, put questions in the comments, okay? I do have a notebook over there, and I can see the comments, but if I don't respond right away verbally, I will respond either later on after this live, or I will, respond if you're watching the replay, post your questions. So there have been some amazing changes at Stampin' Up with the Stampin' Up rewards. And what this means is that you will earn free dollars on all your orders starting at $20. Now you can bank these dollars, and you can use them whenever you want to. but you do need to be aware of the fact that they do expire in 1 year. Now, starting at the end of the year, we are going to have a new program too, which is going to be called Product of the Month. That's going to be starting. I can't tell you a lot about that yet, but soon all of us will learn together about it. So, plus, of course, there's the amazing, new catalogs we have right now. We just had a mini come out in September that used to be called our holiday catalog, and it goes from September to December. We had the annual catalog that always comes out in May, plus we have lots of online exclusives. So, and then there's always the new kits and things that are coming out. And those are just a few points that I'd like to share. Now talking about Stampin' Up, I did not realize this, but we have 40,000 demonstrators in 11 countries. So they're all over the world. I love what I do. I love the high quality products. I love the color and the product coordination to create beautiful projects. I love to share what I love. That is probably one of my favorite things that I like to do is you will develop your community. You will develop the stampers that you have coming to your classes. You may have a team of demonstrators, which I do have a beautiful team of demonstrators. And I love to coach the team. I love to coach my customers. And I like to do it step by step. So, and I really work hard to have the cards be quick and easy. And always, it's creativity your way. I may have a sample that I show at the class, and then the participants can follow it exactly like I have it, or they can choose to do different things. They may choose to put, the image up here rather than down there, or they may want to use this color ink on the sentiment rather than that color. So it is creativity your way. Probably the best part of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is the creative experiences and worthwhile accomplishments that I get to provide or that I have experienced. It provides a creative outlet for me. I love color. I love nature. I really enjoy people. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy listening to people. So all of that provides a creative outlet. Now there's also a compensation plan. You can save money, and that's why I became a demonstrator to start with, was because I wanted to save 20% on all of my purchases after I purchased the starter kit. So, and then after you do get the starter kit, you get to choose what's in the kit, then you get to purchase your products at a savings. And obviously, there's different levels of savings that you work up to by recruiting a team or maybe by your sales. What you do is totally up to you. No one else can control your time, control what you do, what you purchase. It's your way. So that's why you can earn money, and also you can build and enjoy the community. I have made so many new friends. Some friends are in different Facebook groups. Some friends I've never even met in person, but because we're on Zoom calls together, because we may be in an accountability group, you get to know these people and you find your tribe. You build your community. That is probably my favorite part of being a demonstrator is it opens up this world of beautiful people. And you can choose what Zooms you want to go to. You can choose what classes you hold. You can even choose whether or not you go to the conventions. I went to a convention in Raleigh, North Carolina in March. I twisted my sister's arm. She traveled with me because she has a son that lives in North Carolina. So we got to travel together. She went to her son's place and daughter-in-laws and granddaughters, while I went to the convention and got to meet face-to-face some of these people that I had been talking to on Zooms and the accountability groups. So you choose how much you want to participate. Now, I am a people person, so I want to participate in a lot of these things. Now, I have some people on my team that they're happy just being a discount shopper. They're happy just saving the dollars when they purchase an order. I have other people on my team that want to build a team and they want to make a business of it. Now that's their choice. It's not my choice, but I am here to help these demonstrators that are on my team and also on my sideline. I'm here to help anyone who needs advice. I know this is kind of off the subject, but I know earlier today, I have this one card club that I go to once in a while, and I sent them a picture of my card, my Halloween card, and I said, tell me what it needs. And boom, 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 I got some comments back. So I really appreciate that. I even need help. Everybody needs help. And it's a very safe community that you're comfortable asking these questions of people. You don't worry if you're going to offend them, or if you're going to look dumb, or you're going to look like a Miss Know-It-All. You don't worry about that because it's a safe community. Everybody's here doing what they love, sharing what they love, and we're creating experiences and worthwhile accomplishments. That's what our goal is. Now Stampin' Up does make a difference in our lives. I know today I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't, because of my faith, because of my former employment, because of Stampin' Up. I have learned technology. I have learned, the proper way to start a video, the proper way to make sure that your background is looking decent, which Darla needs to work on that. And by the way, if you are joining me just now, hi Peggy, hi Carrie, hi little grandsons. If you're just joining me now, this is Darla Tweeten, and my business is called Tweet Be Happy. And it is, I am doing a live tonight. So if you're either watching the live or catching the replay, my live is a little different tonight because I am explaining the reason why I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. We have an amazing special in October where you can become a demonstrator such as I am, but not like me. You would make your own demonstrator, but you can join for $35. And the normal cost is $99. So it's a great deal, and you would get to choose $125 worth of product. Now, if you look at our catalogs and it's so overwhelming when you first start, I can remember that feeling very well. I have a list of items that I would suggest that you get in your starter kit, and then together we can visit about those items, and then it's up to you what you decide. Now, I was at the point where I wanted to share that Stampin' Up does make a difference in lives. They have a product give back every year that they do. Right now, we have a stamp called Hope and Courage. It's for breast cancer research or any kind of cancer research. For every stamp set that's sold, $3 goes back to the cause. They also have a Heart of Stampin' Up projects where they will select, I think it's either 2 or 3 demonstrators or home office personnel. They will help with their fundraiser. I know last year there was a Wounded War project that was being held, and Stampin' Up had a big part of helping that demonstrator with her service project. They have days of service where the home office will shut down and all of their employees and stuff will put together, backpacks for kids, or prepare food packages, various things. Now, that's the kind of company that I want to support. I want to support a company that gives back to the community. So basically, where do you go from here? Well, I want you to think about this fantastic offer. I want you to talk with your posse about it. Now, the reason I say posse is because I have a spouse, been married 50 years, but maybe you don't have a spouse that I'm talking to, but you do need a support system, and that's what I'm calling your posse. Now, if you don't get your spouse's support right away, then you need to have a sister or a friend or maybe another Stampin' Up demonstrator be your support person, because there's going to be times that you wonder, what in the world did I get myself into? But with lots of communication and a great sisterhood and a great support system, you will have the hurdles overcome. So I want you to ask me some more questions, and then let's set a time to talk more. Now, I know I'm going to be having some opportunity nights where I'm going to be having some people on Zooms and stuff, so we can talk, one-on-one or in small groups, because it is a big deal to decide to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm sure that the 40,000 demonstrators in the 11 countries, some of those had to really think about it. Some of those were customers before they became demonstrators, and I will hold nothing against you if you want to continue to be my customer and not be a demonstrator if the time isn't right. But I would not be doing my job if I did not tell you about this wonderful special. And hello, Margaret. Thanks for joining. If I feel I would not be doing my job if I did not tell you about this great offer where you can join as a Stampin' Up demonstrator for $35 and get $125 worth of product. Because if I didn't tell you about it, somebody else would. And then I would feel bad because I want you on the Tweet Be Happy team. We need you on our team. We are building a community of some really sweet people. Now, if you already think you'd like to take advantage of this special, you got to wait till tomorrow, October 1st, and there is a link in my Tweet Be Happy page where you can do the research on it and fill out an application. You will, however, when you do fill out the application, the security is the best. You don't have to worry about, you will need your social security number, because when you want to earn money or you want to, recruit somebody or build your own team, you're going to need to get, you need that for tax reasons. They're going to need your bank account number also. Now, keep in mind, it's very confidential, very secure. If you start to earn money, when you start to earn money, they need to deposit it into a bank account. So that's why you need to provide your banking information. Okay, I think I've said enough about this join offer. I've spent about 20 minutes. I do appreciate you guys listening and learning about the great experience you get when you become a demonstrator, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, the wonderful people that you will meet, the wonderful people that you will work with, and the beautiful customers that you get to paper craft with. It is just a wonderful experience. So I don't see any questions right now, so I'm going to go ahead. I promised you that if we had time, I would create a card. And so now that's what we're going to do, okay? So tonight what we're going to be doing is we are going to be making a boo card. I had no idea how long this was going to take. I had no idea what I was going to say. I just spoke from my heart. So let's go ahead. I'm going to switch the camera now. And I'm going to turn my little ring light on. And then I need to move my camera down towards my work surface. And I'm going to slide my Acron stand back a little bit because if I didn't do that, my face would be really close to the camera. And you guys don't need to see that much of my face. So, okay. So, thank you again for watching. I think we're ready to start the card now. The card that we are going to be doing tonight is this boo card. What do you think? Yeah, this card was, it was kind of a challenge, let me admit. I wanted to do a Halloween card, but I knew that I didn't have any Halloween paper, per se, that was current anyway. I didn't have a Halloween stamp set that was current, but I do have these amazing alphabet, what are they called here? Let me see just a minute here. They are on page 68 in the catalog. Excuse me. They are on page 86 of the catalog. And they are called the Party Alphabet Dies. Now, I highly recommend, and I think I've already done a live on this before. It's been some months. And I am really trying to make my videos be evergreen so that they will last forever. I am recording this video on Facebook, but I will download it from Facebook and upload it to YouTube. And so you can go back and watch these videos. And I am going to really focus on the videos being more about techniques and, layouts rather than being so much on the products. Because you and I both know these products, I don't know. I don't know if these products will be available in a year. I know for sure they probably won't be available in 5 years. But I know for sure that if you're like me, this is something that you will always keep in your arsenal. It's called the Party Dies Bundle. And you get the banners with it, and you get the alphabet with it. So, and if you buy both of these, you get a 10% off as a bundle. So it would be only $125. Now that does sound expensive, doesn't it? But keep in mind, you also earn, remember I said you earn the free dollars? Well, you would earn $12.50 to put in your bank for your future purchase if you were to purchase this. And by the way, if you do purchase this before next Tuesday, I do have a special. I will send you the card kits to create these cards that we're going to be demonstrating tonight. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to create this card is they have, you know, these large dies. Okay, so you would need to pull off the B and you would need to pull off the O. Okay, and then you would need to run it through your embossing machine. And I have already done that ahead of time to save time. And what I did was I created a secret C and white boo. And then I also did another set of the strawberry slush boo. Aren't those cute, those letters? Now I don't know for sure exactly how this next card's gonna look. I want you guys to know that here's Jesse and here is Jeff. They're helping us again tonight. Aren't they just cute? Yep. I know my grandsons will love that. Now you can also stack these up so that they become like thicker and they will have more support. So that was another option. You could also, so that's 3 layers deep. Now, there is a third layer right here that you could use, and you can use either this side or you can use this side. I thought it might look more Halloweenish if we use the streaked side. Let's see, and then this is like a splatter side, okay? So that's what the letters look like. I'm going to go ahead and put these dies back on. There's double-sided tape on these, so it's very sticky, and it's very easy to just put them back right away so you don't lose them. Now, so when I did this card, I did do Strawberry Slush and Secret C to create that card. Well, what we're going to do this time, and I had selected the other in color called Timid Tiger. And I think when I selected this, I know exactly what I did. I selected this. I'm looking for my other layer here. And I don't know where it's at, my second layer. Okay. So I know what I did. When I was thinking about designing this, I was going to use all black on this, okay? That's what I was going to do. I was going to go like this. I thought the black and the orange would look better. And we will only be using one layer. There's no use using the pink on there, is there? So let me really fast cut a piece of the Timid Tiger cardstock. I will bring out an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I will bring out my trimmer. Now the trimmer is an essential tool. I would highly recommend you get that. So the card base that that's the second layer that we're gonna need to cut is 4 inches by 5.25 inches. So you just go over here and you cut that, okay? So that will be our layer. I think that's what I was gonna do. I think. Darn it, I don't know where it would have went. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do the boos of this. Now remember, you've got lots of creative options if you'd like. You could, do them all like this, or you could do one side like that, or you could do 2 sides and 1 side. I think that's what I'm going to do right there. I like that. So what I'm going to do is I found my my twine here. Right here it is. Excuse me for my arm here. I'll go ahead and do something a little different this time on this card. I'm going to wrap a piece of twine around the middle of this card. I'm going to go something like this. So did you notice how I put adhesive on the back of it? So that would hold my twine as I'm wrapping it around the card. Okay, so then make sure it all gets stuck down. Here is one end, and then here is another end. So we're going to go ahead and just cut it off something like that. Okay, and then, so that is twine. Then what we're going to do is, oh boy, I hope I left enough length. I might not have, but we'll make it work. So, okay, so then we're going to tie this like this. And I did not leave enough length, but don't worry, because we can do what you call a fake bow. We can, so we have the twine on there like this. We can cut that off. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take another piece of twine and we will tie a bow with this piece of twine and attach it to the other one. And nobody will know but you and I what we did. That is the beauty of creating cards. There's no mistake. Everything is an opportunity. So we will do that. And then I'm not really sure where this bow is going to go right now. And I'm not really sure we may even use it. I'm not really sure. But it's ready. It's ready when we know what we're doing. So what the next step would be is we need to adhere the letters to this card. And I'm going to use the dimensionals. I love dimensionals. That will pop it up on your card. And the more you use, the better, because then your card will stay level. Now, the only bad part about dimensionals is you've got to take the backing off of the dimensionals because it's double-sided. You know, both sides are sticky. So you've got to make sure that you, you know, throw away your backing. So, okay. And then also you're going to want to make sure that you can't see them from the front, okay? Now, I have no nails, so I like to use the Take Your Pick tool, and I just indent it just a little bit with my nails, because then that way it seems like the backings come off really easily. Okay, so there's 4 backings there that are off. Let's go ahead and do the backings here. And this is designer series paper, so you do have to be a little bit more gentle with that. It doesn't have the thickness that cardstock has, but I love working with DSP. It provides, you know, an interesting image or another color that coordinates with your card base. Okay, so now we're going to want to just do a dry fit. So we're going to put the first there, and I'm just gently laying these down. And oh yes, they're very sticky. They're very sticky. So we'll do something like that. I probably should have put the outside O on first. So I need to move my B over just a little bit. Let's do that. It's not going to move because I pressed it too hard. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and do something like this, okay? Press them down. Now, don't you like the addition of that twine on the back of there? It just gives it another interest, doesn't it? So, what the next thing would be is I had this it's a retired punch. It's It's this one right here. It's called, I don't know what it's called, Witch Hat Builder. Now, this was something that that I really used a lot when it was popular. Since it's retired, I'm still going to use it tonight so that we have something Halloweenish. But you could put some, like, some stems on there. I did have some stems that I had thought about using. They're somewhere here. I'm not sure where they're at right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this little witch's band on the hat. And when you use the glue, you just dab it, and then you kind of scritch it on there. It does not take hardly any glue at all, of the liquid glue. I'm not a big fan of liquid glue, but I will use it on occasions like this. So then look at this little witch's hat. Isn't that cute? So I don't know about you. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink just a minute. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a witch's hat that is perfect. It seems like they must have lots of crashes and things like that. So so let's go ahead and grab the dimensionals again. And when I made this the first time, I didn't put my dimensionals in the right place, because as you put the hat on here, it's the bottom is going to be on the second layer, and the top will be on the it's already popped up. So that's why you want to be sure and put your dimensionals towards the bottom of the hat so that it lays level with the rest of your card. So we'll do something like that. What do you think? And then this little witch's hat, it can just be bent up. It can be whatever you want it to do. Make it look really worn. Now, one thing that I like to also, here's the flowers that you could have added. Instead of doing the hat, you could have added these little stems here. That's another retired punch too. So what I'm going to do next is, when you punched out the witch's hat, there was some stars that also came out. So what I'm going to do is just gently with my glue, I am going to put an odd number of stars on the second layer. And keep in mind that when you do this, this liquid glue does become very, very sticky after a while if you let it dry. And it would probably take, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or something like that. We're just going to go ahead and, put them on, while when it's still a little damp or still a little liquidy. So there's actually 3 different sizes of stars. Aren't these cute? And you could use embellishments, or tonight we're using these as the embellishment. That one I got a little bit too much glue on it. Now you could also, if you wanted to, we have 5. So we could technically do, this is kind of a bare spot down here. We could technically do a couple more stars down there, couldn't we? So let's find another small one. There's one right there. That's why I don't like the liquid glue, because I can't keep my fingers not sticky. Okay. So we have 5 up there, and we have 2 down here, and so that makes 7. So that's an odd number, and you do want to have them kind of in a triangle. In this case, you know, for art design, you've got the odd numbers up there, you've got odd numbers there, and technically 1, 2, 3, that could be an embellishment there too. So I did use my Take Your Pick tool tonight. And let's see. Okay, the finishing thing, you know, when Darla does a card, she likes to splatter her cards, doesn't she? So let's take what color should we use? I think we're going to use the Timid Tiger. We're going to use the Timid Tiger blend. We're going to use the dark. And what I do is I just kind of flick the marker end of it. And you want to be very, very gentle with this. You don't want to ruin your end. You can see where I've kind of been kind of rough. So what we do then is we just add interest to this by splattering it. What do you think of that? So also, you know, at Halloween, a witch sometimes can have some sparkle on her too. So let's go ahead. This is Winka Stella. Let's go ahead and put some sparkle on this card too. Oh, I wish you could see the sparkle on this card. It is so neat. And I think I have sparkles on my scissors too. Yep, I do. Everywhere. Okay, so that's how our card is ending up. Can you see the splatter of the Timid Tiger blend? And can you see the splatter of the Winka Stella? Was that fun or was that fun? So let's go ahead and put the second layer onto our card base. Now keep in mind, we haven't done anything yet with the bow, have we? That we thought we might use. We may not use it tonight because if you notice, our knot is hidden by the bee. Which in my case, that's in my favor. Just checking to see what time it is. We've been on here about 40 minutes. So now this is the bow that I thought we might use, and I'm not sure. I'm not going to use it now because I don't know where I would put it. I don't know. I'm not going to use it because I will save that for another card. So this will be our boo card tonight that we have made with Timid Tiger. And I did not mention the paper that I did use. The paper is the 2005-2007 in color 6x6 designer series paper. So it's got all of the in colors, the Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So I knew when I wanted to use this paper that I would need to select a card base that would coordinate with those colors. Does that make sense? So it helps decide where you're going. Now, I could have used, you know, this is a piece of Cloud Cover. I could have used that underneath of this, you know, and had that been the final, the basic, or the base of the card. I could have used that. But I use the Timid Tiger. But I like the Cloud Cover because it brings the back up to the front with the boo, and it just coordinates really well. So my next card I will probably do that. Now over here on this one, do you notice how I use the Strawberry Slush in color here on the back? You know, the card base was that. And then I use the 6x6 designer series paper of the in colors. And I did have a background of the Secret Sea on the back of this. And I did do the stars and out of the DSP. Now this was just white cardstock with the brim before. And I did do some embellishments on this one. And I did splatter, and there is some Wink Stella on this one too. So what do you think? So I am going to wrap up this live tonight. I hope you have enjoyed it. It is not October yet, but it will be in a few hours, won't it? So I want you to really, really consider that join special. And I will be, I will be contacting a few people that I think would make a good addition to our Tweet Be Happy team. I will, not apply any pressure or anything, because I do want it to be your decision. I want it to be the way you want it to be and what works best for you. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and close off this video. I want to wish you, I hope your September was an exceptional month, and I hope your October is even more exceptional than your month of September was. And the way you can accomplish that is by being kind, being sweet, and to care for others. And that is one thing I feel as a demonstrator that I get to practice. I get to show compassion for other people by mailing cards. When somebody crosses my mind, I try to send them a card. I may not always get it done, but I do my best to try it. I have people come into my home and I coach them how to create cards such as this. So I am sure this will be a card that we will create at the October class. And then also remember my special. If you purchase, $50 in my online store, it can be this actual alphabet die set, or it can be some cardstock, it can be a paper trimmer, it can be some glue. I will send you a kit to make 4 cards. Okay, bye now. God bless.